All right, looking at 10.6, remember we've been talking about polynomials and we're learning how to do the different operations on polynomials like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're moving on in 10.6 to multiplication. Looking at the first one, A here, what you have here is a monomial times a monomial. And you don't have to remember that, but that's kind of just the way I'm looking at it, that, hey, this is just one term times another term. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the constants, or the coefficients, I mean, and multiply those together. I get negative 18. And then I'm just going to take care of the variables. Well, I don't have any other x's, so I'm just going to transfer my x squared down. And then when I multiply my y's together, we have to remember the rule. If we have y squared times y, we just actually add those exponents, and this is y to the first, so I end up getting y to the third. Okay, so now next up I have a distributive property is a monomial times a binomial. So I always kind of just draw these arrows in here. Okay, and that reminds me that, okay, this x has to hit this first term here, and I get 5x to the third. And then the x has to hit this second term, and I get minus x. Okay, and then here I have a trinomial times a monomial. Now, I'm okay distributing this from this side like this, and most students are okay with that, but some students like to rewrite the problem with the negative 2x up front. And that's perfectly okay by the commutative property of multiplication, that I can flip-flop multiplication. So when I multiply this, that hits the first term here, and I get negative 4x to the third. This hits the second term, or multiplies in, and get negative 8x squared, being careful with my signs here. And then the negative 2x hits the negative 3, or multiplies to the negative 3, and I have negative times negative is positive. 2 times 3 is 6, and x just carries on. And that's multiplying a monomial times a trinomial. And that's, it could go into 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms. They don't torture you too much more than this, okay? So that's a good start. We'll look at these next 3 next.